Hezbollah, where Hezbollah has launched 9 attacks on Israel in the last 24 hours. It rained over 170 missiles on 5 Israeli cities, 3 Israel military bases, and the IDF HQ and Rafale weapons factory. Hezbollah released a statement claiming that Samson, Dado and Galilee division have reserved the bases where bombed Israel's Kiryat Motzkin, Haifa, Kiryat Shimona and Amit Ahud cities came under the attack. Israel, in retaliation, has killed the aerial forces commander of Hezbollah, Mohammad Hossein Sarur. As Middle East continues to be on boil, right now also let's get some more breaking updates that even after Netanyahu's big statement on the use of the full force against Hezbollah, Israel's ally US has still pushed for a ceasefire. US has been pressing for a 21-day ceasefire in Israel-Hezbollah conflict. The United States has said that ceasefire will give time to Israel and Hezbollah to give time for negotiations. Meanwhile, the Israel defies ceasefire calls and vows to fight until proven victorious. All right, as we can understand, viewers, that even in this time of sensitive monitoring, where in fact the Israel and Hezbollah are trading strikes, US has pushed for 21 days of ceasefire and Israel defies the ceasefire calls, in fact. And right now what we can understand is, in fact, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is also expected to speak at the UN General Assembly after his office, in fact, said that while they share the aim for the US's plan to leading for a 21-day ceasefire across the Israel-Lebanon border as a part of diplomatic push to prevent a regional war from erupting. Now, viewers, amid the ongoing Israel-Palestine conflict, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has called on to the international community to stop sending weapons to Israel in order to halt the bloodshed in the West Bank and Gaza, singling out the United States. All right, viewers, joining me at this point of time is my colleague Brian to share the latest. Now, Brian, Mahmoud Abbas has called on to the international community to seek for help and propose to prevent sending the weapons to Israel as amid rising tensions between Israel and Palestine reach at an all-time high. And at this given point of time, Mahmoud Abbas has urged the community to stop sending weapons to Israel. What is the latest, Brian, that you are tracking at this point of time, where the tensions and strikes in Lebanon across the Hezbollah, in fact, continue to rise at this given point of time?
Well, Simran, definitely, on the third day of the United Nations General Assembly's annual high-level debate, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has urged the Indian international communities to hold Israel accountable for what he described as a full-scale war of genocide against Palestinians. And he even emphasized that Palestinians will not allow Gaza to be seized, accusing Israel of mass killing and forced displacement. He even stated that more than 40,000 Palestinians have died in Gaza, with thousands still trapped under rubble. And despite calls for peace also, he criticized Israel for exploiting the situation to wage a genocidal war, and even condemned the United States for blocking the UN Security Council efforts to enforce a ceasefire. Now, post that also, Comoros Foreign Minister and by Mohammed and Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani also joined Abbas in denouncing Israel's action, with Mohammed labeling the conflict as genocide, and both called for immediate international intervention and even a resumption of humanitarian aid. Al-Sudani also highlighted the alarming situation in Palestine, where starvation and nuclear threats have also been discussed, while warning of dangerous global inaction. Even Lebanon's Foreign Minister Abdullah Bawadi also ignored the urgent need for international involvement, noting that the ongoing crisis threatens not just Lebanon but also regional and global security, and warned that Israeli aggression is spiraling to full-scale regional war. Yes.
All right, Brian, thank you for sharing the latest that you're tracking as far as there is a conflict and tensions rising in the Middle East. While we continue to track all these developments very closely, viewers, that is all the news of the nation and the world. We will come back with more updates. Till then, stay with us.